This is part 1 out of 3 for my series, and this is going to be dedicated what to do in a holy relationship and what is and isn't holy. So this is what I'm going to say. If one of the two partners in a relationship are lustful, it is going to be sad, but do not leave them. This has happened a lot of times in my old relationship, but it was mostly me. I'm going to be fair. But it was, the main reason was because once I dated her, I did get lustful. So yeah, she did make me drift away from God, and I made her drift away. Which is another thing. If you guys start drifting away in that relationship, it most likely isn't good. But that doesn't mean to end it. Unlike me, that isn't the reason why it ended. There's a whole other video on that, because of blackmail, stupid stuff. I'm not gonna get there in this video. But and when you guys feel like leaving each other, just know that this is how all your relationships are gonna be. You guys are gonna focus on the relationship more than anything else, because that's how you guys are gonna be. You guys are gonna love each other. Hopefully, you guys love each other, and you gotta be more centered around that. So, and the more you guys are centered around it, the more you're gonna be attached to it. What does that mean? It's like if you like to play a game a lot, but there's this new game that you really like, and you leave that game behind to focus on that. That's you kind of leaving God to focus on your relationship. I'm telling you right now, you will leave your relationship with God once you start dating, but it's not gonna be permanent. So how to get rid of that is that when you date this person, you guys, each time there's a problem, or each time you guys feel like drifting, you pray to God and you center your relationship around God. Make your relationship about God and your relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be like all 24/7 about it, but make a majority of it. So when a problem gets hard and when things get hard, you go to God, you pray about it, and He will show you the gateway to it. Also, another thing, if you can't, as a man, if you can't accept you're wrong and you know it was your wrong, then you're not ready. And even if it is your right, you have to be humble about it. Don't yell about it. Because yelling shows a sign of weakness. Yelling shows that that's the only way you can be heard. If the only way you can be heard is by yelling, then you're not a great person to listen to. So, this is hard for, the next time I'm going to say for females, it's going to be hard. But the person that you're in love with, they're not always going to be in the wrong. They're going to do wrong a lot, but not all the time. So if you know that you're in the wrong, admit to it. Because it's kind of like you're lying to God about it. Imagine your relationship like God. You want to focus on the relationship and build trust in it. That's how you gotta do it, but don't prioritize your relationship as number one, because God's the one who made you guys meet. That's a great way, as I saw it. And if you can't love yourself more than your partner, then you're not ready whatsoever. If you can't love God more than your partner, then you're not ready. And that's just the honest truth about it. So you have to be ready when that relationship comes. And let's say you guys are currently in the relationship. Let's say you guys are wanting to break up to each other. If it is fixable, you pray about it. You pray to God to restore it. You pray to God to fix it. You pray to God to attach it. And if God doesn't, that means it was not meant for you. No matter how much you love them, no matter how much you care about them. I learned it that way. The reason that's for my breakup wasn't because of me, but because people were texting my phone. And she left me, and God showed me that person wasn't meant for me, because it would show what she would have done. So now I know that person wasn't meant for me because of God. God showed me through a harsh way, because there was nothing going to separate us if it wasn't for that. And as much as I did, I'll continue with this person, They kept making excuses saying that they were a victim. So of course, I was gonna get fed up with that at one point. So I stopped. And now this is where the other part comes in. Do not tell your friends. Well, of course you're gonna have to. But don't tell all of them right off the bat. It will get them mad. This is for a breakup. It will get them mad. It will get them irritated. And also, when you're with that relationship and that person, don't skip straight to things. Don't rush things. You guys are still learning about each other. That's why God made that relationship for you guys. He's seeing if you guys are meant for each other. And sometimes God gives you people so you can learn from them. Mine wasn't a forever experience. I thought it was, but it was just something that God wanted me to learn from. So yeah, that is what I'm going to say on that. And for the main answer saying, how do you know if it's God showing me this person? If they match the holy fruit. If the person matched the holy fruit, then it's for you. But if they don't, then it's not for you. But if you also don't match the holy fruit, you're not for them. For me, we both did not match the holy fruit. Not at all. And as of now, I think we both are matching the holy fruit, but we're not together anymore. And I pray to God about all these things. And if God doesn't give you them back, then there's a reason why to. So, please learn that God's plans are not your plans. Even in your relationship, you gotta put God number one in your relationship. Imagine God's like the reason why you guys are together. He's like the person that gives you advice. That's the best way I could see it. So, if you know God isn't for you, and you got no. You know that person isn't for you because God's saying so, and it shows you how it's going, then it isn't best for it. In my last video, I was saying most of your relationships in middle school end. I'm sorry for assuming that, because my dad did get married with my mom, so that was a pretty bold thing to say. But other than that, there is a very rare occasion where people in middle school meet and marry each other. I thought I was gonna be one of those people, but fortunately it didn't. And if you guys are wondering why all of this is dirty, that's a whole other video. So just please watch out when dating someone. Do you prioritize them more than God? Do you want to be with this person forever? Do they match the holy fruit? Do you think this person will do good for you in your life? And fifth, if you are the man, do you prioritize for the woman? And if you're the woman, do you treat your man with respect? That's how you gotta see it. Because if you date for fun, then you ain't a Christian. God treats love serious in the Bible. So if you're playing around with people's emotions, then you're not a Christian. You're lukewarm. So please watch out for what you are. And another thing that I'm gonna say, judging people, it ain't gonna bring you nowhere. Saying lies about things ain't gonna bring you nowhere. If you really love your spouse, you're not gonna lie about them. You're not gonna lie about things if you guys break up. What you would do is you would treat them with respect, and you won't do anything bad to them. There are some crazy people that I know that nearly killed their ex because they broke up with them. I didn't do that. I would never do. I would never, let alone send somebody to them. But that's one of the major things I was gonna say. And when God makes decisions for your life, you can't stop him. You can't change his mind about it, because that is the guaranteed perfect plan. So, watch out for all the things I said. Watch out with the woman of your life. You get one life, so make sure the woman that you're dating is for your life. Goodbye, everybody. In Jesus' almighty name, amen. Also, is this new quality good, guys? I personally think it's good.